I want to teach you how to start a business online the right way so you'll be fine. I know that business can be really scary, but if you follow these steps, you'll feel really merry. I created this class so you don't have to worry. You can take this class while eating chicken curry. I believe in you. I believe in your success. And if you work really hard, you can be your very best. On this journey, just know you are not alone. Simply watch these videos and pick up the phone. Call me if you ever need a helping hand, because I'm Adaka Consulting is your biggest fan. Hey guys, so this is the second section of step number 3, choosing a business name. So now you're ready to choose your business name. You found out the legal structure you're interested in, and now you want to choose a name that's right for your business. How do you go about it? First off, you need to ask yourself, how many business names do I even want to have? Okay, because sometimes people have the legal name that they registered their business in, but they also have the brand name, which is the name that customers know them by. So someone's brand name is not necessarily or automatically their legal name. So will your legal business name be your brand name, or will your brand be separate from your legal name? The legal name is the name listed on your formation documents, and the brand name is the name that you will be using to market your company, which is the name that your customers see and use. If you have an informal business like a sole proprietorship, you will most likely be required to use your surname as your legal name. Now let me give you 3 examples of 3 ways you can break this down. Imagine you have a business that sells hair and you want to name it Hairs Are Us. Right? You can do Hairs Are Us LLC as the legal name, and it's also Hairs Are Us LLC as the brand name. So you can have them be the exact same thing across the board. In that situation, you don't need to file a DBA or an assumed name. Now, the second option or second route you can go is that you can have Hairs Are Us LLC as your legal name, and then you can have something like HRUS as your brand name. Okay, so sometimes people like to use a different name as their brand name because they don't necessarily want to have the words LLC as their brand name, so they'll do something like that. So Hairs Are Us LLC as the legal name and HRUS as the brand name. That is option 2. Now, the third route you can go is that you can have one legal name and several DBAs under that legal name. As an example, you have Hairs Are Us LLC as your legal name, and then you have HRUS, OG, and CEF as multiple brand names. As a quick side note, that's the route some people like to take when they don't want to have to go form a different LLC anytime they want to operate a different type of business or a similar business. But you have to be careful, because although it does save you money and although it does make it a little easier for you when it comes to doing things like your taxes, there are negatives with doing it that way. Because, for example, if your business gets sued, everything is under one umbrella of the legal name. Okay, so if your business gets sued, everything is getting sued. So you definitely want to be careful with doing this method, but it is easier and it is something that people like to do. What things should you keep in mind when you're looking for the best name for your business? You need to avoid names that are hard to spell. For example, Apple is a very easy name to spell and remember, and it's associated with something that people eat. Very common that people eat apple. So that also helps it to be easy to remember. Number 2, you try to find a name that is easy to remember, which goes in line with that. Number 3, think about the way you want people to feel when they hear your business name. For example, if you want to open a luxury-based business, does your brand name sound and feel luxurious? Number 4, find a business name that doesn't limit your company. For example, Amazon started as an online book retailer, but it later expanded. If they had named their business something like Books Galore, that would have hindered their business. As time goes on, you may want to expand and make adjustments. And so if your business name does not limit your company, it will make it much more easier for you to do so. Number 5, It's recommended to get a .com domain name because it looks more professional and established than .net or .biz or etc. And then number 6, people love hearing brand stories. So if possible, look for a name that has a special meaning to you. And number 7, if possible, keep your name short. And then number 8, how does the name sound when it's said out loud? And number 9, what do other people think of the name? And number 10, how does the name compare to other business names in the industry? Okay, so those are some tips that can help you. But of course, you have to select a name that you feel like you will be happy about long term. For example, Ahmed Consulting is not a short name, but I wanted something that had my name in it with the word consulting to kind of just explain what it was. So you know, things are kind of like a case-by-case basis. With my other business, Valemion, that's more of a general name. So it allowed me to kind of make adjustments through the years. When I used to sell clothing, it was under that name and etc. And now I sell authentic designer handbags. I'm still able to use the name. So, you know, it's pretty much a case-by-case basis, but keep these questions in mind as you're trying to figure out your business name. If you're having a hard time finding a business name, there are websites you can use to help you generate a business name. The first website is www.namelicks.com. The second website is www.namesnack.com. Third is www.luca.com. Fourth is www.oberlo.com. And 5 is www.wix.com/tools/business-name-generators. So you can visit those websites to help you generate a business name easier if you're having a hard time. Now, after you find the business name that you're interested in, you're going to have to make sure that it's available for your business. So here are the steps I would advise you to take. Some of the steps are general and some of the steps are specifically for the state of Texas. First thing you're going to want to do is just go on Google and search the URL you're interested in. So if you want to do Hairs Are Us, just go on Google and search up www.hairsareus.com and see what happens. See if anything comes up. The second thing you're going to want to do is go to GoDaddy and search the domain name you want to make sure that it's available for the brand name that you want for your business. You do not want to have a different brand name than what your website URL is. So make sure to go to GoDaddy, search the domain name you want and see if it's available. And then number 3, which is the information for the state of Texas, is that you want to check if the business name is available in Texas. And there are several ways you can check in Texas. Number 1, you can call the state's business information number at 512-463-5555. And I personally called them for you guys to just ask some questions. And they were telling me that if you need to check the availability of a name, that you should just call that number and they'll check it over the phone for you. And that there's also an option where you can file a name reservation, which can hold the name for you for 4 months. So if you know you want to start a business, but you don't want to start it right now and you just want them to hold the name for you for some time, you can file a name reservation. The second way you can check your business name to make sure it's available in Texas is that you can email the Texas Secretary of State at corpinfo@sos.texas.gov. Okay, so I'll also put it right here. Okay, and then you request for them to check the name availability. Now, the third option for you to check is that you can run an online search through the Texas Comptroller's taxable entity search or through the Secretary of State's SOS Direct site, okay, which has a business name database. And I'm going to put the direct links for both above me. Okay, so the first option, the taxable entity search link, is free, but then the SOS Direct site link, they charge $1 per site. So keep that in mind. So the next thing you're going to want to do is check the DBAs, which is also known as the assumed name certificate and also sometimes called the fictitious name. If you have a sole proprietorship, a general partnership, or other unincorporated business, your assumed names are filed with the county clerk. So if you want to search the county records, you have to contact the county clerk to do so. And then the next point is that the legal and assumed names of Texas filing entities and of foreign filing entities in Texas can be searched by calling 512-463-5555. And it's also important to note that in Texas, multiple people can use the same assumed business name in Texas, but it's good to check so that you can avoid potential problems. You don't want a situation where you're in the same county with someone doing the same, having the same DBA as you, and it, complicates your business. So you definitely want to make sure that you call to check for the DBAs, or you contact the county clerk to do so, depending on the legal structure that you decided to use. Now, for number 5, you should also check the trademark business names. Okay, you can search all trademarks using the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, USPTO, Trademark Electronic Search System. And I'm going to put the link here to show you guys where you can do that. It's so important to make sure that the name you want is not trademarked, so that you don't face legal issues later. And if you really want to protect your business, you definitely want to trademark your business name at some point. All right, and that concludes step 3 of the How to Start an Online Business class. And in this step, we discussed different legal structures in Texas, and we also discussed ways that you can find a business name for your business. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yes, I will be sure to see you guys in the next video, which is step 4, and that deals with writing your business plan. If you need any additional help, if you are in a different state and need help, or if you are in Texas and need additional help, be sure to contact me so that I can assist you and give you more detailed information if you need that as well. Thanks for watching. Bye.